2.5 years after an ACL injury threatened to hamper his athletic career, Josh Goldschmidt put the finishing touches on his final high school basketball season Saturday. The Maranatha Christian Academy senior and two-sport athlete is the subject of this week's Sports Jam Spotlight story. He was the only senior on the Maranatha Christian Academy boys basketball team. That alone made Josh Goldschmidt a natural leader for the Mustangs this season.
Looking back, it's been definitely a fun time. I mean, I started in 8th grade, so I've been around 5 groups of seniors, and everyone just was able to teach me something different that I was able to apply, especially towards this year, being the only senior. It was definitely a task for me to be a leader.
Leadership is, it's so important, particularly with young teams. I mean, we've got a number of younger players on this squad, and Josh has that ability to lead these guys verbally on the court, but also it's just his presence. He has that calm poise during game situations.
Jeremiah Hansen was far and away the Mustangs' leading scorer, averaging over 24 points a game. Goldschmidt, like the other Maranatha starters, played his part, contributing an average of 10 points and 6 rebounds a game. And it's a better brand of basketball than some outsiders might think.
Most people are like, oh, you go to a small school, like, you don't know what it is to play with the big guys and whatever. But it's like, AAU is also prepared, because it's like, I can go play with 3, 4A school kids in there. AAU is definitely different than high school. I mean, it's a lot more physical, less fouls are called. When you're playing against some of the best players in the state and potentially the country, depending upon what tournaments you go to. So it's definitely prepared me.
While Maranatha does offer a few sports, football is not one of them. The Mustangs co-op with Osseo and provide the Orioles with a handful of players each year. Josh wore number 15 for Osseo last fall and was one of the top wide receivers in the Northwest Suburban Conference.
He just is such a difference maker. You could not defend him one-on-one. He's just got speed, strength, and size, and he's a great kid. Whatever you ask him to do, yes sir, no sir, and he made our football team what it was just because of that.
I grew up with Matt Metchke and Connor Kittleson and Cameron Kelly and all the football guys, so I kind of knew what I was going into. And towards the end of the year and the middle of the season, we just threw it so much, and I really felt that was an effective way for us, and definitely a fun way being a receiver.
I think it makes him a better athlete because you're experiencing pressure and challenges in another sport beyond basketball.
Josh tore his ACL during his sophomore football season. Like for most who suffer an ACL tear, the injury was scary.
Some people never recover, some people recover super quick, and it's like, all right, what is this going to mean for me? What is this going to mean for the rest of my high school career, for college sports? But my parents definitely always, during the whole process, was pushing me through it.
Next year, he'll play basketball at Division II Lake Superior State in Michigan. The team qualified for the Division II National Tournament this year. Josh is already looking forward to being part of another successful program.
Even as the season widens down, that I'm going to have a place to be able to call home next year as opposed to just calling this quits. But I'm definitely excited for what Lake Superior has in store to offer.
As we told you earlier in the show, Josh finished his career in style. He scored 45 points to lead the Mustangs to a 103-87 win in the Class A third-place game.